Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing a reading for all of my gays out there and lesbians since it is Pride Month. I feel like there isn't representation when we look at YouTube videos on doing any readings for you guys, and so leave it to Ray Ray. I'm going to be doing a reading, and it's going to be, I have my pink candle here. It's Pink Sands from Yankee Candles. I really love those candles, and my crystals here. And so we're in this reading. I'm going to be doing talking about romance. So I'm going to do two different readings in one, focusing on those of you that are gay or lesbian or transgender or bisexual, etc. This is going to be just like an LGBTQ or LGBT reading for those of you that are single and what is coming to you over the next 6 months, and for those of you that are in a relationship, and then I'm going to do one on those of you that have gone through like some kind of breakup with your relationship, and like what is your partner. So I'm going to be using here the Gay Tarot. I have, yes, they do have a deck. It's called the Gay Tarot. It's by Lil Scarbeo. And then I have the Tarot Grand Lux, which I really love this deck. And then I have the Fallen Angel Oracle cards. So we're going to start off with the Tarot Grand Lux. I'll hold that up to the screen so you can see it. And we'll be doing there. If you hear any background noise, that's just a couple of rooms away. It is the actual TV, so don't worry. Shuffling. So this is going to start off like overall. I want to see what's the overall energy right now for all of my LGBTQ community. Did y'all see the power in those cards? That were like really flipping out. All right, Spirit, please show us what is the energy right now overall for the LGBTQ community. I know that a lot of my heterosexual people who are tuning in may not understand why I'm doing this, and it is because I feel like we have not really focused as readers on the LGBTQ or IQ. I don't know. There's so many different, but you know what I mean. I'm just going to say LGBT community. All right. And so we have like the Black Lives Matter. We have, other causes that we focus on, but we don't focus on the LGBTQ community. So here we go. Let's see what the overall energy is. Oops, some cards fell out, honey. So I'm going to start with these. All right. So first card that popped out, if I'm not mistaken, was this one, which is the, is that the six? No, the 4 of coins. Yeah, no, 5 of coins. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 6 of coins. I'm not good at Roman numerals. So we see here the 6 of coins. As you can see, it's like justice. This is speaking about the LGBT community, what's going on with the government, laws that are trying to be passed on our behalf. Basically making sure that all of us have a future for, those of you that are getting married or wanting to adopt children or have children through a surrogate, etc. So there's a lot of that going on. Got the Emperor. The Emperor definitely would represent the divine masculine. It represents the body of the government as well. So again, there's a lot of talk right now about the government and where is it going for LGBTQ rights. Okay. The next card that we got here was the Empress. This is the divine feminine stepping in, the nurturer. It's funny because you have the Emperor, which would represent like the president. It would represent the administration, right? The administration body. And then we have the Empress. So this is a very strong female, someone that the divine feminine within, you know, the Supreme Court, the divine feminine overall, Mother Gaia, that is saying, you know, no. And this is speaking out to a lot of mothers out there who have kids that are LGBTQ. You know, the mothers are speaking out. The divine feminine is rising, and it's saying, no, we're not going to tolerate that. Justice will be served. See, because the cards, the way that they are positioned, the Emperor, let me turn these around so you can see them. The Emperor is in between the scales here that we see here, finding the balance, and the Empress, okay? Then we have here the Cups. Again, this is the Five of Cups, a sense of loss. So I feel like a lot of people are feeling like with what's going on, we've taken a couple of steps forward, and now we're taking a couple of steps back, and it's like we're going back in time, and we don't want that. People don't want that right now in the LGBTQ community. And then we have here the coins, right? This is the, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 7. Yeah, the 7 of Pentacles, or coins. I think that's 6. 1, 2, 5, 6, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. 7 of coins, okay? So this is about money. It's about money. I feel like a lot of people that are against the LGBTQ community and having rights, etc., it all boils down to money. What is more profitable? The fact of the matter is that a lot of heterosexuals and those organizations tend to get a lot more funding and a lot more support than the LGBT community, okay? Let me pull a couple of more cards from that deck to see the overall energy, like where is it going? The Chariot. So there is movement forward. I feel like there is progress for us, for the LGBTQ community. The Hanging Man. A lot of people don't really know what is coming up, like what is going to happen, and there's a lot of worries that our rights could be taken away, but I don't feel like that's happening at all. Look at this. I mean, can't make this up. This is the 7 of Cups. It is a rainbow. Can you see that? Can you see that rainbow and the cups and the palace and the kingdom? This is securing our rights, securing equality. Even though we don't have a lot of that right now in the world, it is something that is coming. It is going to happen for everybody that is in the LGBTQ community. So there is, let me turn the camera a little bit so y'all can see it better. I don't know if y'all can see that, but there is something good coming out of all of this, definitely. All right, so let me go ahead and get the other deck here. So don't worry, guys. We are going to be moving forward, not backwards, okay? And I don't believe everything that you hear in the media either, talking about the president not being for LGBTQ. Because regardless of what is being said, I feel like there is support on some level. Again, not defending the president or the administration, but I do feel like they have come to terms that there is equality, okay? So now I'm going to take the Gate Tarot. I'm going to use that. And now we're going to focus on what is going on with those of you that are LGBTQ, whether you're a female, male, and have had a partner that you've broken up with. Are they thinking of you? What is the energy that they're going through? Why haven't you gotten over the heartache, right? This is for a lot of you out there that have had a lot of problems letting go of that person. Maybe you're heartbroken still. Let's see what the cards reveal. What does Spirit want you to reveal about that person? What are they thinking of? What is your ex thinking of? What are their feelings now towards you? If you've gone through a breakup and you're in the LGBTQ community, this is what I'm asking Spirit. Like, why did it happen? This is like a general reading, but I think a lot of you will be able, no matter what month you look at this or what year, you still be able to apply it to your life. So we're going to ask Spirit several questions. Okay. If I need to pull more, I will. So the first question I think we want to ask is that if you are in the LGBTQ community and you did go through a breakup, why did you go through the breakup? Okay, so we got here the Hangman. A lot of uncertainty. This can be speaking about, when you look at the Hangman, I'll hold that up. It is about, you know, someone that is blinded. They cannot see the future. They can't see necessarily the positives out of having the relationship. Perhaps they were afraid of committing because they didn't know. So there was a lot of what ifs. They felt kind of tied in the relationship. Maybe like they weren't able to let go or free themselves easily. This could also be speaking to you. Maybe you haven't been able to free yourself from that relationship. But this is overall why it ended, was because there was a lot of insecurities, it feels like, in the relationship, okay? The next question we're going to ask Spirit with the next card was, and again, I'm doing different reading methods, so every reading on my YouTube channel. The next thing we're going to ask, do they still think of you? Does your ex still think of you if you are in the LGBT community and went through a heartbreak? And the answer, it's the Chariot. The Chariot comes up. So no, with the Chariot, it's progression and moving forward. So I feel like even if they do think about you, it isn't really them thinking about you. It's more of them moving forward with their life. And Spirit is asking you to do the same. It's not easy cutting those cords, especially when you love someone or you've loved someone. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to ask the question before I flip it over. I already flipped it. The next question is, will you end up meeting somebody else if you are single and you've gone through a heartbreak in the LGBTQ community? And the answer is yes. With the Ace of Cups, it's magic. It's everything that you want, your heart desires. It's there for you. The energy is there. It's saying that, you know, the breakup happened for many reasons, and that your partner, the ex-partner, has moved on. And now in the future, what you have to look forward to is positivity, that you have the mastery. You are the magician in many ways, even though this is not the magician card, but it has like the depiction of the hat. You are magical. You will get through this. You will be fine. The next card that we're going to ask is, your ex happy? Because I know a lot of you want to know if your ex is happy or they're unhappy. And we got here the Sage of Swords, okay? That is something like the legal thing. So I feel like the answer is no. They're not necessarily happy moving on. There is some judgment, just like the judge that you see here with the Seven of Swords. That energy feels almost like they are being judged by maybe mutual friends that you had, people that know that they did you wrong in many ways. And so, yeah, you know, that's the energy there. So did they ever really love you? What did they really ever love you? That's the question, the next question. And then we got here the Sage of Wands, which is all about, you know, when I see the Sage of Wands, it's like I guess like the Page of Wands. You see like a candidate there, right? And he's like glorifying himself and so happy. It's all about him. So I feel like your partner, maybe loved themselves more than they loved you. Selfishness is what comes to mind when I looked at this card, okay? A lot of selfish energy, a very narcissistic, very much about themselves, very self-absorbed. It was not healthy, okay? Then we got here, okay, let me ask the next question. Let's see, what would be the next question here? As I'm making them up as I go to kind of cover all areas of a breakup, right? And what would be going on. Let's see here. Will you ever communicate with that person in the future? Will you communicate with your ex? Again, if you were in an LGBT community, will you ever communicate with your ex again? Will there be any interactions? And then we got the Hermit, which is a very lonely card. So I feel like for right now, the future is unwritten. That's the thing I want you to understand with these cards. It's not set in stone. So it's very possible that you will reconnect with this person in the future. But as of right now, you don't need that. You need healing and you need to go forward with that. And so the next question will be probably like a little redundant, but when can you expect someone to come into your life if you are in a if you did go through a breakup and you're in the LGBTQ? When can you go expect somebody new? Okay, so Six of Wands. Okay, it's an interracial couple there. I feel like Spirit is saying that it's very possible that you could experience someone new coming in within 6 months, right? Sometimes when we read tarot and we look at the numbers on the cards, it's very possible to interpret that. I feel like, you know, this is just a general reading, but it's very possible within 6 months that you will meet someone. Again, there could be like a door opening for you to meet someone new between now and 6 months from now. Again, doesn't matter what year, what month you look at this reading. Some of you that may be stumbling upon this reading maybe in a couple of months, right, or a year from now. Just remember that this will apply to you within like 6 months. So the next question I feel like a lot of people ask when they go through breakups and things is that is your partner going to move on and be happy with the person that they may already be with? Okay. And the answer is the Seven of Swords. So no, they are repeating the same things. Even though you see the picture there of someone on a rollerboard or skateboard, and they are kind of like going forward. The Seven of Swords is, to me, it represents almost like they're doing too much, and it doesn't feel honest. It feels very dishonest when I look at that, okay? So again, that's just how I interpret it. I feel like they're going to have problems if they're with another person already. And then overall, what is the last message that Spirit, any guidance that Spirit has for you if you've gone through a heartache, a breakup for you? What is the last card here? And we got here the Man of Wands, okay? The Man of Wands to me represents like the Knight of Wands, I believe. So it's like a police officer, right? And so when that comes up, it comes up as justice to me. That represents almost like a justice, a very divine, the divine masculine. So I feel like overall what Spirit is saying is that if you've gone through that, any kind of heartache or, you know, things of that nature, that there is justice coming. Like there is going to be a new opportunity for you to move on from this. You know, it very well can also be saying, you know, just like the person that's here depicted, you know, when you think of a person in service, like an officer, a lot of police officers out there are fighting for what is right, you know, fighting for justice to protect themselves. And so I feel like Spirit is saying for you to protect yourself. This is a time for you to protect yourself and to not protect your heart, not to jump into anything, right? Don't jump into, like, you see the traffic, right? He's crossing, he's blocking the crossing. So to reflect and to protect yourself is what it's really saying before you move on into a relationship. Okay, so that was if you've experienced a heartache, a heartbreak, what you can expect. And I hope that you like those questions here. And now we're going to do, if you are in a healthy relationship, what is expected to come out next. Okay, what's the outcome? I'm going to just pull 3 cards because I don't want to make this a very lengthy reading, but I do want to get across like the major things here that need to be seen. Okay, so we're going to do a past. That's the past. We're going to do a present. And then we're going to do the future. If you're in a relationship, what to expect. Okay, so for the past was the 8 of Coins, meaning that you were working very hard, perhaps for a relationship. You were looking for true love. And let's say now you're in a relationship and you found it. It's going to require work. Even though this is the past, I feel like you've learned the lessons, the time that has been, all these clocks and this time that you see here represents almost like you having learned a major lesson, having learned from that relationship, and it's taken time in the past, and the time that is in the reflected in the past that was lost wasn't really lost. It prepared you for the future. It prepared you for who you are now. Then we have the present, and the present is the 10 of coins, and we see a lot of different options here, a lot of different reiterations of your old self and your new self, who you are, an evolution of who you are. And basically in the present, a lot of you that are in a relationship right now, there could be other people as well coming in, you know, that are options, but you already have that person that is your person. And a lot of focus on money between the both of you. If you're in a relationship, planning for the future, maybe planning to buy a new home, planning to start a family, there is a lot of progression here for you to have that potential. And then if in the future, what can you expect is the Four of Swords. I feel like with any relationship, there may be a period of, you know, needing just to rest, the both of you, to slow it down, not move too fast. That is what Spirit is saying with the Four of Swords. It's almost like a rest card. It's like y'all are both tired. Maybe y'all were in the club scene, circuit parties, you know, going out to the soirees and whatnot, you know, like single people in the LGBTQ community would do. But Spirit is saying now this is a time to relax. It's a time to be at home with your family and to create that union, that you don't need necessarily all that glamour. Because notice it's like the stage lights, etc. There's a lot of focus on you needing time together. And I think the quarantine has actually brought a lot of people together regarding this. Okay. So, that is good. Now I'm just going to pull some cards, oracle cards from the Fallen Angel deck. Oops, sorry. Clumsy me. Okay. Sorry. All right, so the Fallen cards, Fallen Angel cards, oracle cards are really great. They provide a lot of messages, so we're going to just pull some and see what Spirit says here. All right, what is the Fallen Angels cards have to say? What are the messages here? What are the messages for a lot of you out there that are in the LGBTQ community? Okay. So the first card that we got here, which let me go ahead and put these together in the order that they are, so when I lay them out, y'all can see them. The first card was Morox, which is leadership. Spirit is asking you to be a leader in the community, to be a leader in your voice, to have a voice, to not back down. You know, for a lot of people that are anti-LGBTQ, that they're against us. Spirit is asking you to take leadership of that and be a leader. This is a time of transformation. Nothing remains the same. All of you that have been going through the quarantine, going through all these worries, you are transforming before your eyes. Your relationships are transforming, not just on a romantic level, but friendships and things of that nature, that people that you are in communication with. Moderation. You know, a lot of you may go through depression, go through feelings or periods of rejection. Maybe you haven't came out, maybe you're still stuck in the closet. And Spirit is saying here that, you know, with moderation, anything is possible. You can get to where you need to be, but you may need to change things about yourself, like moderate, like how much time you spend dwelling over the fact that you're still in the closet, you know, or the time that you may spend trying to wear a mask. It's very taxing and it's very draining. So again, keep that vigilance. You know, even though you are unapologetically you, you still need to be very careful, because there are people that may not, you know, be open to, you know, your true nature. There is a couple people that may seek conflict, because again, you are speaking your truth. Okay. Disputation, which is the cross, is very, it's like an ending. It's like mourning with the crow. There's a message here. There's an important message that you're going to be receiving here soon. Also get here adventure. So there's good things that are coming to you guys, to all of us. There's good things coming out in the future. You know, as summer approaches, a lot of us will be taking vacations, enjoying outside. And then enlightenment. There's been a lot of growth for you out of everything that has been going on, that you've been experiencing. So this is a time of growth, a time of nurturing, a time of expansion, a time of being that peacock, being the one that spreads your wings and flies and sets an example for other generations and helps them as well. So guys, this was your reading again, and I hope that you really enjoyed it. If you'd like to set up a private reading with me, you can always go to my website. It's www.raymondguzman.net/shop or /readings. You can go to the readings tab and you'll see all of my readings. And don't forget to join Patreon. When I do, because I know I'm doing a lot more here with tarot and oracle here on my channel, but I don't use them when I do private readings. I rely on my gift, but I use them here on my channel for you to have something tangible to see, you know, what I think it helps you connect as well to what I am doing, what I see. So I hope that you liked it. If you did, drop a comment in the comment section below. Subscribe. If you have a best friend that is in the LGBT community, have them subscribe. Share this video. And again, big angel hugs to all of you guys out there. I love you, my rainbow family. It's Pride Month. Yay. So much love to all of you. Bye.